story has a local connection, too. Ferguson police contacted Newport News police chief in the summertime.
They asked him how to deal with the unrest following the officer-involved shooting. Tonight, 10 on your side's Jason Marks is live in Newport News with the police chief's reaction to tonight's developments. Jason?
And Nicole, we did have a chance to talk with Newport News Police Chief Richard Myers. He knows a little something about controlling race relations after a highly charged incident like the one in Ferguson. Now, he was here tonight in Denby speaking to residents, trying to tell them, hey, we need to bridge the gap between officers and citizens. Myers was the chief in Sanford, Florida, just after Trayvon Martin was killed. Now, just after the Ferguson shooting, Myers got a call from Missouri State Police who asked for advice in handling these situations. Myers also made a trip to Ferguson to talk with officers there and also city officials. He told me tonight no matter what the outcome was, there really is no winner whenever there's a police-involved shooting. He did say, though, he expects there to be some violence in Ferguson. We're having it right now. He hopes, though, everyone will take time to read the grand jury's findings before doing something drastic.
I am not making any judgment on that because I haven't seen all the evidence the grand jury will have heard, just like none of you or nobody out in the community has. One smart thing I think the prosecutor's doing is saying that he's going to release all the transcripts and the evidence after this is over. Then we can all take a look and see what evidence was put in front of them, and then you can make a judgment about whatever decision comes.
I asked Chief Myers if he's concerned about violence touching off here on the peninsula. He says absolutely, but he believes that hopefully these protests will be all peaceful. He told me that he has been in contact with Chief Terry Salt over at with Hampton Police Division. They say together they're going around talking to church leaders and community activists, trying to get the message out that if you are going to protest, do it peacefully. That's the latest here at Newport News. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.
Senator Tim Kaine just released a statement saying, quote, going forward, it's critically important that we do more as a nation to address the tense relationship between law enforcement and local communities that was prevalent well before this tragedy, particularly in communities of color. He went on to say that our criminal justice system should never give anyone in America reason to doubt its fairness.
And this story began in the summer. It has grown exponentially since then. August 9th, that's when Michael Brown was shot and killed, and police accounts differ from those of Brown's family. One night later, widespread protests in Ferguson began. We didn't learn Officer Darren Wilson's name until August 15th, and that's when police identified him as the person who shot Brown. A day later, a curfew imposed on the residents of Ferguson. 2 days later, the National Guard got the call to come in and restore order. And on August 20th, the grand jury convened to investigate Brown's death. Last week, Governor Jay Nixon activated the Guard again. He also declared a state of emergency. And finally, today, the decision in Ferguson not to indict.
We have continuing coverage on wavy.com. We posted a timeline of events and the latest developments. There's also a live Twitter feed showing you what's happening right now. Just click on the story on the home page. And look for any overnight developments on Wavy News 10 today beginning at 4:30.